Commanders and the Brooklyn Bulls. Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready. And we are underway from Brooklyn. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
I'm not sure exactly how they would phrase it in their own locker room, but that's a yardage grab right there. To be able to get that amount of yardage on the first play of the game and a change field position to the positive side, you got to love the way they're getting started.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about with one of the GMs in the league.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bulls get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Howell and the Commanders come up now 1st and 10 at their own 15. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And Howell will throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. Room to maneuver at the 35. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Give him 32 on the play. On first down, Ratliff. So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
A give to Gibson running right. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Commanders are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Joey Sly on for the extra point. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Now Tua. That is incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's fourth down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a fourth down.
Fielded at the 20. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
On second down, here's Gibson again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They'll run on first down. Ratliff trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Powell. Flushed out right. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Up the middle they go. Ratliff. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Second down, Howell now. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for him.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And bulldozing his way through. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. Dancing away at the 35. He'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. Off play action. It's Howell. Out to his left. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. Now a handoff up the middle. Ratliff, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's Howell. Buying time to his left. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up fourth.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Sly able to put this one through. Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it, and they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
On second down, Tua. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And that's going to be incomplete.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
And on now is the punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
On first down, Howell eluding the pressure right. Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Montez Sweat with a tackle.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
52's the mark, boys. 52. Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. Slam.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on third down. Touchdown! Darren Waller, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bulls will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point splits the uprights, and it gives these guys a 12-point advantage. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down. A throw off his back foot there. That's going to wind up incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Howell out of the shotgun. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Tua, a final shot before half. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them, because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
And they're going to motion Dotson to the left. On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests. On 1st down, Ratliff
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
This time they'll throw it with Howell. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now they go play action with Howell. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. A give running right, Gibson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Howell down to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Howell, he'll look to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Washington. From 19 yards away. And the Commanders have got it back to within a score. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And this is back to a 5-point game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for the touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. returns this to the 22. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Faking the handoff. Howell. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Final minute now of the third quarter. A handoff for Gibson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Back to throw. Howell. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field that took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Now Howell. And that will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
.44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Running again with Barkley on second down. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The result, a first down as the quick slant gets him 14. Barkley, inside handoff. There he goes, right side. Inside the 20. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Man, 216 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out. We've got them now.
A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Barkley is into the end zone. Touchdown.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with the touchdown run.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 19-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Throwing here, Howell. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Howell looking to throw again. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage, but that's about it. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards there for number 15. Up the middle with Barkley. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 234 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Again, it's Barkley. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 11 yards there, first down. A handoff to Barkley. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And a solid run down inside the 30. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Saquon Barkley running right. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Second down, here's Barkley again. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
They're a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. They put up their goal at the beginning of the season, and that was to win 7 games, and now they've accomplished that mission.
And congratulations.